Join the quest. Share your views on upcoming games. Click here. Warhammer 40k Wiki. Explore. Imperium of Man. Chaos. Xenos. Videos, games, community. Fandom. Fan Central Bitagam Saname Moviest Video. Wikis. Start a wiki. AD. Advertisement. Sign in register. Welcome to the Grim Dark. 7068. Pages. Explore. Imperium of Man. Chaos. Xenos. Videos, games, community. In P, of humans and mutants, Imperium, races. English. Perpetual. Sign in to edit. The Emperor of Mankind, the most powerful of the Perpetuals. A Perpetual was an individual who was a member of a mutant branch of the human species, who possessed seemingly superhuman abilities, the most important of which was immortality, for which they were named. Some were born with their abilities naturally as a genetic mutation, while others received them through artificial genetic intervention using advanced technology. However, every Perpetual was known to be effectively immortal, never aging and capable of ultimately healing almost any injury as a result of their extraordinarily rapid and efficient cellular regeneration. It is this capability that is responsible for their name. Perpetuals have been known to survive dismemberment, suffocation, decapitation and even complete disintegration by directed energy assaults or atmospheric reentry, their bodies always regenerating and even bringing them back to life after clinical death. Humans can either naturally be born as Perpetuals or be artificially transformed into one through the use of advanced alien technology, such as that used by the Xenos alliance known as the Cabal. The Emperor of Mankind was known to have created several Perpetuals, such as when he transformed the young Administratum Transcriber Dahlia Scythra into a Perpetual known as the Guardian of the Dragon during the Great Crusade so that she could watch over the unknown entity called the Dragon of Mars that slept fitfully below the surface of Mars. But the origin of human Perpetuals who are born naturally remains unknown, as some, like Olivia Shurka, Ada, and the Emperor himself, have existed since the earliest ages of human civilization on old Earth. The only way known to permanently kill a true Perpetual is with the spear-like artifact called the Fulgurate, which was a byproduct of the Emperor of Mankind's psychically produced lightning-fusing sand on the world of Trauris, a planet liberated from chaos, cultists and sorcerers by the Emperor during the Great Crusade in 898-M30. The resulting mineral retained a portion of the Emperor's immense power, and was capable of overcoming even a Perpetual's natural regeneration. Contents 1. History 01.1 Origins 01.2 Perpetuals and the Emperor 2 Notable Perpetuals 3 Sources History Origins 2 of the Perpetuals Adar and John Grammaticus. The true origins of the Perpetuals were a mystery even to themselves. The ancient Perpetual Adar, who had been a long-time companion of the man who would later become the Emperor since the earliest days of human history, considered Perpetuals to have naturally arisen as the next step in human evolution. She dubbed them their own new human species, using the term Homo superior. Oleanus Person, a Perpetual who would play a major role in the events of the Horus Heresy. In the early days of human civilization on old Earth, naturally occurring Perpetuals often took up roles as kings and warlords among the ancient states and tribes, but the greatest and most powerful among them was always the man who would become known as the Emperor Millennia. Later, AD. Perpetuals and the Emperor. The Emperor, even before he was known by that name, wished to better mankind by accelerating the evolution of Homo sapiens into beings similar to Homo superior. He personally sought out every perpetual who existed on old Earth in ancient times in the hopes of gaining their assistance for this task. Some willingly joined him, while others refused any part of his plans, and some even violently opposed him, seeing him as arrogant and too willing to resort to ruthless means to accomplish his ends, no matter how ultimately beneficial they might be for humanity. Many of the wars of human history in the Age of Terror were secretly the result of perpetual rivals of the Emperor, attempting to thwart his plans for human betterment as he saw it. One by one the perpetuals allied to the Emperor eventually left or betrayed him for reasons of their own, with Adar being one of the last to become disillusioned and leave his side. During the Unification Wars, the Emperor, with the advice and aid of Malkador the Sigillite, Adar and the geneticist Amar Astat, director of the Imperial Biotechnical Division, decided to create artificial perpetuals to guide humanity through the tumultuous times to come, as so many of the other perpetuals had refused to aid him in his great mission. The subsequent effort to create these beings was named the Primarch Project, and eventually led to the creation of the 20 Primarchs of the Space Marine Legions. Notable perpetuals: Emperor of Mankind, Malkador the Sigillite, Vulcan, John Grammaticus, Olanius Pius, Olanius Person, Damon Prytanes, Olivia Shurka, Anvil Thorn, Samion, Dahlia Scythra, Siren Valentian, Mordrak, Adar. Sources: Betrayer, novel, by Aaron Dembski Bowden. No Fear, novel, by Dan Abnett, pp. 208-209. Legion, novel, by Dan Abnett. Perpetual, audio book, by Dan Abnett. The Unremembered Empire, novel, by Dan Abnett. Vulcan Lives, novel, by Nick Kime. Fabius Bile, Primogenitor, novel, by Josh Reynolds. Saturnine, novel, by Dan Abnett, Part 2, Chapter 3, Epilogue. Vengeful Spirit by Graham McNeill. Mechanicum, novel, by Graham McNeill. The Ghost Halls, short story, by L.J. Goulding. The Last Council, short story, by L.J. Goulding. Warhammer Community, 500 Facts for 500 Stores, Fact 206. Categories. Languages. Community content is available under CC/BY/SA unless otherwise noted. More fandoms. Fantasy. Sci-fi. AD. Recent images. Abriel's Claw. 2 hours ago. Abriel's Claw. A day ago. Abriel's Claw. A day ago. Others like you also viewed. Emperor of Mankind. Vulcan. John Grammaticus. Primarch. Malkador the Sigillite. Horus Heresy. Psycha. Immatrium. Space Marines. Popular pages. Primarch. Emperor of Mankind. Blood Angels. Space Marines. Space Marine Legions. AD. 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 Explore properties. Fandom. Mutheed. Fanatical. Follow us. Overview. What is fandom? About. Careers. Press. Contact. Terms of use. Privacy policy. Digital Services Act. Global Sitemap. Local Sitemap. Community. Community Central. Support. Help. Advertise. Media Kit. Contact. Fandom apps. Take your favorite fandoms with you and never miss a beat. Warhammer 40k Wiki is a fandom games community. View mobile site. Follow on TikTok Yuan Fan Lab. Search this wiki. Search all wikis.